We're in Cairns, Australia at the boatyard, and we've got a list of projects that we need to get done before we can finally sail away and head north towards Darwin. In this episode, we say farewell to our Mac dinghy that we've had since the beginning in New Zealand. We've got some new toys, including a brand new inflatable rib dinghy, and we install an 8 kilowatt genset, and we show you how a job that took Delos only 3 days ends up taking us close to 3 months to complete. This is the story of a sailboat named Sylphy and the ragtag crew that call her home. Join us each week as we explore the planet both above and below the surface, and see what it's really like to live a life at sea. This is Expedition Drenched. Today's the day. The Mac is riding into the sunset. She's been good to us. She's been bad to us. She's been naughty girl, but she's kept us safe. So
I'm very proud of all the adventure we had with the dinghy. We have been a lot of crew members who have been here, you know, going one side to the other way. And I think everybody's gonna miss the Mac.
what's your favorite Mac moment?
My favorite Mac moment, maybe when we used to go like 10 people, 11, maybe to have a beer somewhere in Tonga or in Fiji.
Just crushing it, just being like obsessively mean to the Mac because she's plastic and can take it. She can take a beating.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what's your favorite Mac moment?
Oh man. Yeah, this is it's what picked me up in Solomon's, the Mac.
This is Matt's first dinghy ride in the Mac. Big moment. Lots of firsts coming up.
Oh.
Keep you updated.
And you're like, oh, this is a family car. And no, it's been fun. The Mac, I've only been with it for 4 months, but I think my favorite Mac memory is us just like sailing, you know, in 25 knots in big waves, and then we're trailing the Mac behind us. And I go outside to go to the bathroom or something like that. I'm like, oh man, it's still here? Like, I can't believe it didn't fall off. Like,
Surfing.
yeah, it's surfing down these big waves behind us and going like 8 knots.
Yeah.
But it survived.
Do that. Alea, favorite Mac moment? Give it to me.
When Mac moment, well, the first time I tried to like start the engine and I couldn't. That was my first Mac impact moment. That was a funny moment.
It not working right? That
Yeah.
sounds about right. That sounds about right. Jordan, what is your favorite Mac moment?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but definitely the most memorable would be that when like our first night on Sylphia, Nate was rowing in 'cause it didn't have an outboard on it when we first came on Sylphia, and Nate was rowing across with like all of our bags, like dive gear, camera gear, all of our stuff when we were moving it from the US for the very first time. And it was super windy, and the Mac's really heavy and hard to row, and it was so full of stuff that it like the wind really picked up and the current picked up, and Nate was like swept away in the Mac, and I didn't know what to do, and I was like yelling for him, and I couldn't see him. He didn't have a light, and I ended up like calling the Coast Guard and everything. And in the end, like eventually the wind died down enough that he was able to like slowly row his way back. And then that night, the shackle broke on it, and it came loose, and it drifted down the river probably like, I don't know how far.
It died.
Miles?
Like 3 miles.
A few miles. And it was like washed up on this island, and the tides are really big in New Zealand, so when the tide came down, it was like on like a mountain of rocks, you know? And it was a really long story, but it was like, and that was our first day on Sylphia, and we were like, we suck.
Yeah.
Called the Coast Guard, lost our dinghy in the first 24 hours, so come a long way since then.
She's been she's tried to get away from us many a times, and we're finally putting her out to pasture. So I hope she takes care of the next person as well as she did to us. So let's see her go down. Yeah. So we've come back, got the whole crew to enjoy Christmas morning together. We're gonna pull her off the ute, and maybe
Chuck it in the water.
we have to blow it up. We don't know, and I'm excited.
New dinghy, new toys. That's always a good day, right?
Yeah.
So we need to come up with a really good name for this dinghy, but
Return of the Mac.
yeah.
Return of the Mac.
Oh.
Return of the Mac. Oh my God.
I could go around the world, finest diamonds, precious pearls, they'd all turn to dust in my hand. 7 wonders, city streets, ocean air and mountain peaks. There ain't nothing like coming home to you.
Oh my God! How flash is in your dinghy?
It's the best.
Yeah. So firm. I like a nice firm dinghy.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Cup holders.
Cup holders. Oh my gosh. Everything's, we haven't really had anything super new and nice. This is amazing. I love it. Can't wait to get the outboard on and take it for a little burn.
Water.
Okay, it's your big moment. Return of the Mac.
Where I wanna be, it's all I need to be a rich man. There ain't nothing.
Yeah. See if this thing floats.
Like coming home to you.
Oh my God.
Are we gonna
Look at that.
crack a bottle of champagne?
Throw it against the side, see what happens. Doink!
Go, go, go.
How does she feel?
Doing doughies in the brand new dinghy.
It's driving it like a stroller. She goes.
What's our new dinghy?
It's a Highfield, so it's an inflatable rim. She's beautiful. She's smaller. She's gonna be able to fit right here on the back area. So yeah. Little Snappy the crocodile right here. He lives at the boatyard. Just getting himself some sun. All right, what are we doing today?
We're gonna put the generator on the boat. That's the plan.
Yeah.
So we gotta put
Take it to the dinghy dock? No, yeah, to the marina.
How heavy is she?
300 kilos total.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
600 pounds.
However much that
In
is
American
pounds.
speak,
In American.
600 pounds. It seems more impressive when you say it like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Over
stone.
600 kilos.
So we're back over at Brad's, and we called on him because we need some muscle. So that's why we keep this guy around. Hey, you ready? I like those sunnies. Yeah.
I didn't know it.
Yeah, so we haven't been filming a lot because we've been just hard at work. So we've just been filming like little projects and stuff. But we don't always like film our time off and just like meeting and hanging out with friends. Imagine this, like we meet and like I push a camera in your face. You know, not everybody's used to that. So, but these guys have been amazing, and they've been a huge help and just a breath of fresh air, and it's really felt like friends and family really quickly. So they taught us kickboxing, they've taught us all sorts of fun things, and it's just been fun getting to know them and seeing like their little family and getting excited for them. Dude, I walked away to film so you guys would put this in the truck. I had a plan here, man.
I was like, it is heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's do it.
Oh, it's not even
That was all Jody. This is Onan 8 kilowatt genset. Yeah, I got this one because it's what I knew, because it's what Delos uses. So I just is like the one I'm used to. So I know how to work it. That's always a plus. But she is. Come on up. Super important knot.
We do double bowling, triple bowling,
All the bowlins.
all the bowling, every bowling I know.
And then we're gonna use the old crane. We're gonna drop her right into that hatch, the old piano hatch. So far, much easier than I thought. You know what's gonna happen now, right? But so far so good. I feel good about it. Got a good team, got a good plan. I love it when things go as planned. Better than planned. Alright, thank you guys. Thanks, buddy. So we got her down here. But now the issue is these is about 70 mil off. So we need to probably cut out this much, or we're gonna explore going behind the stairs. But we gotta get her in through this door, lift her, and then we're hoping that she'll sit right here. So now that we got her down, we'll do some measurements. Let's not start cutting things until we measure 3 times. Now what are we doing?
It's almost there. It's not enough room here to fit the generator, so we are gonna take out just the frame. Yeah, should be enough.
Yeah, just this part and this part.
And this part.
Alright, so Matt's put a thing. We got blocks everywhere. We're gonna tie. We're gonna go up the ramp onto the pillow. We got this
Up through here.
through, along here, through there, up to there, and then over to Nerea, who is going to be cranking it. Are you ready?
Yep, all good.
Let's do it. Nerea, crank. Go down. Down. Okay, go fingers. Your fingers?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Done. Done. High five, guys. We're deep in it now. We've been racking our brain where we're gonna put this gen set. As you can see, we took out the wall. Gen set's on the floor over there. We've been moving things around. So then what's plan D?
So plan, that's more like F or
Yeah,
D or something. No, yeah, so our plan now is we're gonna put it right here. So these were all before, like, you know, bolts and gaskets and everything. So we took that out, and now we're taking out the shelves. And we're looking at putting it right here.
Because that gives us this big wide area for it to go down, just the exhaust to go down, to go up, and then slowly go over to the seacock, which is way over there. So we'll find a new home for this. It's a very functional workshop, so I'm sad to mess with it, but we'll make it functional
Yeah,
again, right?
it'll work.
All right.
It'll work.
All right, let's crush this project, dude.
Yeah, we got it.
All right.
Yeah, that's where our generator's going.
I let too much pride keep you away.
We're building the frame for the generator, and we're doing it at a bar stock. And right now, Tor and I are cutting it up.
We started building here, welding the structure. This is gonna be the frame, just below the generator, no?
Yeah, so this sits right below the generator, and then this is gonna attach to the hull of the boat. And then, so yeah, we're just tacking it up now. In fact, that's what I just did. So it's all together and it's all mostly straight. And then now we're gonna put some welds in. Alright, so after many weeks of trying to figure out where, well, not many weeks.
3
so
weeks.
after,
That's many.
yeah, after 3 weeks of trying to figure out where to put this generator, it's been on the floor for a while. We tried to put it here, it just wasn't going to work. There was no way that we could, like, put all the things that need to connect to it on there. So we decided up on this fuel tank. You can't drill into a fuel tank, you can't weld onto a fuel tank, so we're kind of building a bracket around it.
Thing's got this bracket going down to, this is already welded between the tanks. Okay, you got bracket here, And then you've got some flat bar that's going to hold it. And we've put some bolts through the top of the fuel tank where the fuel tank starts like right below it. And then these bolts go through and then these go up, and all of that has plating on the other side.
Yeah, so we over-engineered the shit out of it, but hopefully it won't move the 200 kilo generator while we're underway.
Yeah, so this is 3 weeks in the making. We're finally going to be lifting our gen set up. I've hung speakers from this kind of cabling before, and so we brainstormed and I think we've come up with an ingenious plan.
Famous last words.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we've got a line all the way up going up the halyard, so that one's going to get lifted up the mast, and then that's going to lift our gen set hopefully straight up. And I've had this climbing equipment on the boat for a year now, knowing that I would need it for this moment. So we've got a couple quick draws that we're going to attach quickly, and then we're going to slowly move it along our cabling, getting it here. It's going to go great. I just know it. What do you guys think? You good?
That's a face of confidence.
Let's do it.
Yeah. We got this pillow, so if things go wrong, we have a pillow.
Safety first.
Safe.
Let's take a quick moment to appreciate Aitor's new work outfit.
Yeah, the last days I have been working like that. I feel comfortable like that.
Yeah. Manties. Man panties.
Okay, I'll take it straight up here. I torch with better area. Stop.
Phase 1 complete.
Phase 1.
Got my squats in.
Yeah, Nate got his workout today. We all did.
This is what we've been training for, I thought.
D-Day. So what's next?
What's next is we take off the panels so we can get to the back screw locations, and then gonna bolt my base plate down to it. Then we bring everything over and slide her into place.
Bang boom, Bob's your uncle.
That easy.
Safety third.
Okay, maybe Nerea in the winch.
Nerea!
It's almost there. Push that way from there.
Let's not move her again. Let's just keep her right here.
Really?
This is where she should
I left
live.
my keys under here.
That's where the dinghy keys.
Yeah, that's where the dinghy keys are. Alright.
Alright. That.
It's not quite there.
Now we just gotta hook her up. So, but
need to go.
the heavy part's done. So today is the day after months and months of getting and prepping and making brackets and doing stuff we don't know how to do. We finally have come to the day that we are making or turning our generator on. Or are we, Dan? You gave me this look like maybe not.
I think we're about this close.
I'm gonna introduce you to our friend Dan.
Hey guys, we're pretty close. We're at the point of reading the book, so that's as close as you can get before pushing buttons, I think.
I gotta admit, so we pull into Cairns and we have like all these jobs planned, like adding generators in, water makers, new lithium batteries. We get here and the very next morning Dan pops over, he's like, hey mate, I'm a marine electrician. We're like, he's like, if you need anything, like, you came to the right or the wrong boat, depends on how you want to look at it. Because yeah, we got a list of jobs to do, so he's been a huge help. We're gonna kick it on. We got it hardwired just for now, just to be able to pump tanks on the weekend, and we hope that if that goes well, we're gonna be pumping tanks off of that thing instead of our engine. If you remember, we were always just going off of our Garner engine using our alternator, which meant that we were having to pump our tanks if we were like sitting at a dive spot, we would have to pump our tanks while just having the engine on in idle, which is not ideal for the engine. So it's gonna save us a lot of hours off the engine and just be better overall.
Cool. Well, we're gonna get a full start now. Everything turns.
There we go.
There's a bit of a prime. And off we go.
Here we got a new plug right here. Easy, which is gonna be great because we've actually had an extension cord every time we've been pumping, and now our compressor, and we're going to check that, make sure it's working, and then right off here is where our valve, our vent for the compressor is. So hopefully it's all going as planned. Let's turn her on. Okay, open it. Okay. Yep. Yes! No water. Yes! Yes! Scuba Duba! Here we go! Thank you, Dan. Yeah. Wow.
It doesn't feel real yet because that hunk of metal that we've been moving from here to there to over there and then learning how to weld and then making that bracket, and now it's running suddenly. It's not just a hunk of metal. It hasn't sunk in yet.
Oh man, how many hours, how many man hours do you think we're in?
Honestly, how much man hours are all three of us combined?
Yeah.
Full time for, I don't know, 3 weeks. I would say like everything, like going to the store and building it, and yeah.
So I got this generator because it's what I was used to, because it's what Brian on Delos has. And so I was like, yeah, I know that generator, I know how to use it. Like, I feel good about it. I know it's good, because if Brian says it's good, then it must be good, right? And so when we were going to install it, we watched their video, which was them, I think it's South Africa or something.
Yeah, they're in South Africa.
And like, Cummins came with a crane and just like dropped it in, and then they just took out their old generator and put in the new generator, and it was like a 3-hour thing.
Yeah, it just cuts to Brian with his headlamp on, and he goes, and that's it. That's all we do.
There, the crane driver was a rock star. That guy was awesome with those little like remote and stuff, and yeah, smooth sailing so far. Hopefully.
Look like you're thinking hard down there.
I don't even know what the hell I'm doing, to be honest.
Pretty quiet, huh?
That's amazing, huh?
Cranked right up. That's okay. Smooth, huh?
On, he goes, and that's it. That's all we do.
That's how you
it.
slap
Let's
it in
start
there.
it up.
For us, it's like not 3 hours, it's 3 months, but whatever. We're learning. We're learning. I'll be as good as Brian one day, but good job, dude.
Next time on Expedition Drenched, the project list continues. We regalvanize our chain in a very unconventional way, and we finally install a water maker, which completely changes our lives.
Awesome start. We forgot to turn our seacock on.
Step
we forgot
one.
to open our seacock.
Step 1, open the seacock.
Hey, that was in the freestyle, wasn't it?
Oh man, smoky.
Step 2, make sure your exhaust closed.
At least
your exhaust is closed.
At least they're easy fixes. So everything that's gone wrong so far is just people being boners and not doing that.